Who has never heard my story before? Mother of pearl, what have you guys been, man? What have you guys been doing? There's this thing called the internet, right? That's okay. Who would like to hear it really quick? Okay, cool. I believe it's important to share those things, yes? So my dad's been in the business since April of 1990, 34 and a half years. I got started, I got started with life because I was born July of 1990. I grew up in insurance my entire life. At 19 years old, I'm an intern, cold calling out of a phone book for a local veteran agent. And I'm making calls, and I'm going to college, and I'm seeing other people make money, and I'm playing basketball, little Bible college, nothing special. I could still out-hoop a bunch of you, but not everybody, okay? I'm all right, little Bible college. But when I was doing that, I was seeing other people make money. And I said, bro, if they can make money, I can too. If they can do this, I can too. Who else is a little competitive in the room? You're like, bro, if I can do this, you can too, right? Also, tell our cameramen if they get in your way at all today, okay? You yell at them, right? Give it up for them for being here. Our whole team, man, excited for them, okay? Excited for them. So as I'm 19 years old as an intern, okay? As I'm 19 as an intern, right? I'm literally going into the office every day to see other people make money. And I'm like, dude, I want to do this, right? You got introduced to this business somehow, correct? By someone that probably said, hey, you're going to make $1 bazillion, you can drive a Ferrari, you're going to live in a mansion, and in 6 months, you're going to never have to work again. It's not how it works, but it's still an amazing industry, right? Because most people don't realize this. There are more millionaires in financial services than any other industry on planet Earth. Who knew that? Who was not aware that you're in the best industry on planet Earth? More millionaires. No, I said, who did not realize there were more millionaires in financial services? Who did not realize that? By show of hands, really quick. Most people do not know that. However, 92% of insurance agents fell within their first 3 years. Hence 8%. Who did not know what 8% meant? But you do now. 92% of insurance agents fell in their first 3 years. It's a tough industry, man. It sucks, bro. Right? It's difficult. You have to go to work. However, yeah, weird. You have to work. It's amazing. Don't let the Miami gangs outwork you, bro. Like, you got to still work, man. I don't know if you guys think that's funny or not. I don't know, okay? I'm from Missouri. However, I'm at this office, and I go to become a full-time agent, and I go to this recruiting meeting. There's about 10 of us in the room, and the manager says, everybody stand up. And he says, now take a look around. He says, now 9 of you sit down. He left one person standing. He did not leave me standing. And what he said next, I still think about constantly. He said, maybe one of you will make it. Maybe one of you will make it. I'm like, dude, if there was going to be a one, I am going to be the one. I'm going to outwork everyone. You have control over that, by the way. I don't care how smart or dumb you think you are. You can choose to work, yes? Who would admit that this industry has not been that easy for you so far, and you've kind of struggled here and there? Is it okay to admit that? Dude, I would say so. I believe in being transparent and vulnerable. You're going to hear that a lot from me today. Cody is far from perfect. I've got barely anything figured out yet, and I feel like I'm screwing everything up constantly. But I believe if we keep working, we'll figure it out and we'll get there, yes? And along the way, I believe that God's got our back too. I really do. And I've had a lot of proof of that over the years. And so as I become an agent, I'm 20 years old after that recruiting meeting. I'm taking 21 credit hours a semester, full-time practices, games, tournaments, all that as a student athlete. I go out cold calling and cold door knocking. And I go and make $117,000 in my first 8 months selling life insurance door to door with no leads while I'm in college. Who's ever thought, I don't know if I have enough time on my hands? Dude, I'm in college playing basketball. I definitely didn't have enough time, but I went to work. I fell in love with insurance. I sold for years. And in the end of 2015, I started putting out content to help other insurance agents succeed. Who's seen our YouTube channel over the years? We've been doing YouTube for 9 years. We've had over 43 million views around the world. The number one city of agents that watch our content is London, above every city on planet Earth. We put out over 3,400 videos on YouTube. I believe if you're not great, you can at least do more. I wasn't very good at YouTube until I started hiring a team and actually doing it. However, I share that because I chose to start to put out content to help people. I want to help every insurance agent in the world. That's a vision of ours. What do you want to accomplish? It's okay to dream today, by the way. What do you want to accomplish? What do you want to do? What do you want? What do you want out of today? What do you want out of it? I get to meet a bunch of new people and call you guys friends and family after today, yes? I think that's pretty cool. However, I got in this, and we've grown this brand over the last 9 years because we want to help as many insurance agents win as we possibly can, because far too many fail. Like, I love doing this and speaking at events and doing all the things we do now because my grandfather was a Baptist pastor for 40-something years. Also, Keith, you guys are going to have to watch because you guys are going to be in people's way constantly, okay? My grandfather was a Baptist pastor for 40-something years. And I saw him speak and help people. Now, I'm a business pastor, maybe I'm an insurance pastor, but dude, I like helping people. I get to now do this and speak because I was able to create a bunch of lanes and get out there and speak, and now I get to do what I love, which is this. I love this literally from a business standpoint. This is my favorite thing to do. I love this. What do you love? Like Sarah Pappas was just telling me earlier, she's like, man, I feel a calling to get out and speak and help more people. She's like, I want to do more of that, right? I want to do more of that. I'm like, that's great. Who's had a little bit of success in this industry, and do you think you can help other people a little bit? You have the ability to help more people than you are right now because you have had a little bit of success and you've tasted it, yes? Raise your hands again. But the question is, though, if you aren't, why haven't you yet? And what's it going to take for you to finally start leaning in and getting outside of your comfort zone and helping people? Maybe it's this. Maybe it's today. Maybe it starts. Maybe we kickstart this whole thing for you. I don't know what it is. But all I know is I'm just glad that I decided to help people, because anytime I'm in a funk or I don't feel well or I'm not doing great or I'm negative or whiny or complaining, I know you guys never get that way. It's probably just me, but like my wife's like, won't you just shut up and be positive and be thankful for all we have? But when I get that way, the number one way for me to bounce out of a funk is to go help somebody else. When I help somebody else, man, it fills me up. It's amazing. It makes me feel so much better about myself. And it gets me out of that. That's a nugget. You're going to get a bunch of nuggets. Some of you are going to take 42 pages of notes. Now, you can't implement 42 pages of notes, but you're going to take a bunch of notes today. However, one thing I do know is you have the ability for 2025 to be different than 2024. And the timing of this could not be better.